Hey guys, boy, do we have an amazing show for you today. We're going to be talking about what does it take to be a $1 million or multi-million dollar producing travel agent. We're going to talk about the 3 keys that I see $1 million and multi-million dollar agents doing. One thing that you can absolutely do and give you my unique perspective because I coach so many of these travel entrepreneurs behind the scenes. We're going to uncover it all today. If that sounds like fun, keep on watching.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand.
All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We're bringing you amazing content every single week to help you grow and help your travel business thrive, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, welcome to our community. My name is Cyndi. Type a little I'm new below so I can welcome you to our community. And if you don't know who I am, I have been in the travel industry for almost 30 years. Next year, I'll be hitting my 30-year anniversary. Crazy. I'm most known for being the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people just like you learn how to launch, grow, and supersize your travel business. We certify travel agents and travel agency owners, and I also own and operate my own award-winning travel agency where we test all of the things that we train you on this channel. And today we are talking about how to get to that upper tier, how to be that top travel agent or top travel agency owner. And my idea for this video, I came about because when we had our annual retreat a couple months ago back in September, I was like, I have to make a video on this because back in Jamaica last year and then in Walt Disney World, we had our annual retreats. We have had more people join our $1 million club and even more people join our multi-million dollar club, meaning those are the numbers they're producing on an annual basis. And I thought, what a good idea for a video. I bet people would like to know some common trends and things that I see in these communities, especially because all of the ones in our community, right, we are working with them personally behind the scenes. We're kind of like their secret in their back pocket team coaching them towards these big goals. So one, it was so rewarding to see people reaching those huge numbers, but also as I was looking at the group, I'm like, there are some consistent things that I see these ladies and gentlemen doing that make it to that 7-figure and multi-7-figure tier. So I thought, let's make a video about it. What could be more fun than that? All right. So let's start with kind of the 3 keys. And I want to remind everyone too, the individuals that have accomplished these goals in our community. Last year was November of 2021, and this year, September of 2022, is where our retreat sat. So I want to remind everyone that the people that hit these goals went through COVID, or some of them started working with us and they were brand new agents during COVID and have grown their businesses. But the reason I bring that up is I want to remind all of you guys, they had to rebuild from scratch to get to these numbers, right? So wherever they were before 2020 and then where they are now, I want to remind people that they hit these goals within 1 or 2 years. That is a big deal. That's a huge accolade. So wherever you are in your journey today, if you're not even a travel agent yet and you came across this video and you're like, is that possible? First of all, if you're brand new, you should go over and get our free masterclass. I will link it down below for you. This is a great place to start to understand what our industry is, how it works, the different ways you can get started. We do not hire agents, so everything that you will learn in this course is literally from my heart to yours, just because we have so many inquiries on a weekly basis. That's why I created that free class. So go check that out if you're brand new or you're aspiring to get into the industry. But even if you're an agent that maybe you've been doing it hobby level, or maybe you're like, want to do it big leagues, you're thinking about leaving your career someday, but you haven't hit those high goals yet, and you're wondering if you can really achieve this. So wherever you are on the map, I wanted to kind of share like the things that I see that are consistent in these groups and the things that these folks do behind the scenes that you can't really see out there in the world, because who's sharing that, right? Except for me. So we're going to kind of go through some of those today. Number 1, and there'll be a couple sub points under this, but number 1 is they treat their business like a business. If you have been treating your travel agency, your travel business like a hobby, it is going to perform like a hobby. I know this firsthand because when I was working in corporate, my husband and I have owned other businesses. I ran my own travel agency hobby level for a few years until I was like, what am I doing? This is my favorite thing to do. Why don't I put the same effort, same attention, treat it like a business like I do all of these other things I'm working on, and let's see what happens. Lo and behold, right? We built it up to this huge business and huge brand that it is today. But treating it like a business is so key. So what do I mean by that when I say they treat it like a business? What are they doing different than maybe you're not? One, when they need help or they get stuck on something, they get help, right? You have to go in from a humble place of like, you only know what you only know what you know, and you can't know what you don't know. So getting help when you need help. Consistency is another big one. I have so many people all the time that will send me direct messages or post comments on YouTube, and they're like, things aren't happening fast enough. This isn't happening. That's not happening. And a lot of times when I'll do an audit or I'll look at things from a consulting perspective, I will notice there are inconsistencies. If you don't post on your social pages for 2 months, or you only post haphazardly and there's no continuity in your marketing or things like that, those are the types of things that I'm talking about. You have to have consistency in everything that you do. Consistency in how you handle your clients. Consistency in how you run your business. Consistency in how you put your marketing out there, right? All of those things are so important. But keeping yourself on task and staying consistent is what does it year over year, right? People are like, wow, you've built this huge YouTube following. Look, it's not that huge, right? It's 30,000, which yeah, is great. We have the biggest travel agent YouTube following, and thank you guys for that, by the way. But you know how I did it? One video at a time. So it doesn't matter what big goal you're working at, it's consistency. I show up here every week for you guys, right? Like, it's the consistency. So whether it's in your travel business or anything you're working on in life, consistency is so key. You gotta treat it like a business. The other thing that they do under that category is you got to have real systems in place. If you want to have a real business, you can't still be like handing your business cards out at the hairdresser. Like, that's fine if you do that and no judgment. You can do that as a supplement or as an add-on, but don't make that like a key marketing channel. That it will never be. Understanding how to really put systems in place around marketing, around automation, around your client journey, all of those different things are really important. If you want to have a real business, you need to have a real business model. So making sure you have real systems in place. The second thing, as I was looking at this beautiful group, getting their pictures taken, holding their awards, doing all the things, it's always hindsight's 2020 when you get to the point of the success, right? But every single one of those people that were standing up there for award time, I can remember a time where things were hard and things were difficult, but at the end of the day, they had unwavering faith in themselves. If there was a problem that came up, it wasn't a problem, it was a challenge to be solved. It might have been a problem, but it was a problem that can be solved. Because when you have that faith in yourself and you know that you are capable, then instead of it being something that shuts you down or a reason for you to quit, you go, no, what do I need to do to fix this, right? Having that I can mindset is so important, that unwavering faith. They're also always in this category, solution oriented, right? Have to go after those solutions. If something pops up, any problem, I promise you, can be fixed, right? Especially if it's a business problem. There are only so many levers that can go wrong in this business, and there's so many that can go right too. But just knowing how to pull the levers, what to get help with here, what to add here to make the recipe perfect, that's really the key, being solution oriented. And then the last one in that category under unwavering faith is you have to be confident enough to see the dream before everybody else does. And this is a hard one for people. And a lot of times friends and family will go, why would you do that? Or can't people do that online? Or, oh, I don't know, right? Everyone is a naysayer until you prove to them that it can be done. Every one of my $1 million clients and my multi-million-dollar clients, they are all living the life that they want to live. They're traveling, they have the business, they have the income now. All of that has changed in their life. And then people come knocking and going, how did you do that now? What exactly are you doing? Because they're watching the social feeds change from the place where they may have been struggling to the place that now they're having success. But all of those people saw that in their mind ahead of time of, I believe I'm capable of that. I see other people doing it, so why can't I do it, right? having that unwavering faith and seeing the dream before other people do is so critical. You know, when I started Careers on Vacation, who I am in the world is I educate, right? I'm an educator. I train in the travel industry space. I help people grow these big travel businesses. And when I put this business model together, I took it to some trusted people in the industry. And a lot of people were like, that's not going to work. No, who would want that? No, I don't think that's going to work. I had so many naysayers. Even my own mom was like, why don't you just go get another corporate job, right? But I knew in my brain that people were struggling with the process of like how to be successful in the travel industry, how to learn how to be a travel agent, how to get it to this level. And I knew I was good at training that. And I really have a passion to train and to educate and to lead. And I was like, you know what? I know hardly anyone believes in me. My husband did. He's like, that sounds like a grand plan. I support you. What can I do to help? And I was like, I got one. If I got one, I can get more, right? But the point is, I had to see through everybody telling me that it wouldn't work and have that future vision of like, I know it's going to work, unwavering faith in myself. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to be consistent. And now we're like the top travel school in the country for certifying new and experienced travel agents, right? That's crazy. So 10 years ago, people were telling me I was crazy. Now people are like, wow, look at what she's built. That's so unique. That's so different. So this is one of those things where I'm going to challenge you. Whatever your dream is, whatever the big thing is, you have to see it before other people are going to see it. And you have to let that sit in your soul and have that confidence to every day wake up and take action towards that goal. That is what I saw up on that stage when they were accepting awards, because the unique thing that we have is we have this thing called an intake call where we talk to people and we say, what is your goal? What's your grand vision? Oh, that would be another good video to go back and like listen to segments of those calls. But that they told us what their dreams were a year or 2 years ago. And then you fast forward and then here it is in reality, right? Getting clarity on that dream. So that's number 2, all under unwavering faith in yourself. Number 3, this is a big one. There's a lot of you guys out there, no judgment, but you're like, I'm going to DIY it. I'm going to figure it all out. Everyone in this group, the $1 Million Club, the multi-million-dollar club, they came in with an assumption that they didn't know everything and they needed help or they sought help. If you are going into a new industry and you have transferable skills, that's awesome. You can transfer everything that you've done in your past, any travel that you've gone on, any skills that you've learned, customer service, sales-wise, can all be transferred into this career. But do not underestimate the complication of this industry, how complicated it is to do it in a way that is going to net you the highest level of profits. That's what we're talking about today. We're not talking about hobby level. Everyone in that group came to either me, some of them worked with other people before they came to me. That's fine. No judgment. Whoever you work with, whoever resonates, I want you to be successful no matter what. But the point is, you have to have an attitude of, I bet there's things I don't know. Let me make sure that my business plan is sound. Let me make sure that I'm taking the right steps. So all of them either did one of our programs. All of them valued their time above their money. What do I mean by that? Money is a renewable resource. You can make more of it, right? You can never make more of your time, right? So when you look at the DIY option, or you look at, let me get help and just be successful faster because I know what I'm actually doing, you have to weigh the real cost. And a lot of time for a lot of people, because a lot of us were raised to like hang on to those pennies, and I get that. I grew up in the Midwest. My parents went through the recession in the 80s, all of the things, right? I get that. I was raised under that same mentality. But what I have learned as I've grown as a business owner is if I have a problem, the quicker I can fix it, the quicker I can grow, and the quicker I can make more money, and I can do all the things that I want to do. And I realize time is not guaranteed. I cannot renew. I cannot make more time. I can go out and figure out how to make more money. I could get a job. I could go work for corporate if I had to. I could do all of those things to make more money, but I can never make more time. So when you look at that DIY stage of, am I going to spend 2 years, 3 years, 5 years trying to figure it out to get to that $1 million level? Or do I want to know everything I need to know and I'm going to be there next year, right? So that can be the difference. Like the true cost is that time frame, right? all of the people in that group understood that at a keen level, and that's why they took action. They were a little more decisive in their mapping plan to start up their business. No judgment wherever you are today, but think about, if I took a different approach, would it make more sense, and could I get there faster? And they knew the value of a roadmap, right? Having the step-by-step, especially if you're one of those experienced agents that are out there, maybe you're an amazing travel agent, but you've just struggled with getting the business part together, or figuring out how to resonate online, or getting good lead flow. There are roadmaps to every different process and every different best practice that's out there that can really escalate your business in big ways if you just know the little pieces that you need to do. So whether it's us you come to for a roadmap, or you work with someone else, again, no judgment, but you have to do a self-assessment and figure out what those gaps are, so you can figure out what type of roadmap you need to fix the things that you need to fix in your business. All right, and last but not least, under the assumed they didn't know everything and sought help, obviously this whole group had a mentor and my whole team in their back pocket, right? So that's one of those things. If you don't have a mentor, I have another great video on how to vet a mentor. We can't work with everyone. We wish that we could, but if you're interested in working with us, we would be so honored. You can definitely find all of our links below. But whether you work with us or not, do not underestimate the value of having someone you can call, a community you can plug into, someone you can ask questions of, that is going to give you really sound advice that is in your best interest. And when I say in your best interest, you want to make sure that it is outside of the realm of that hosting environment, right? So who's going to tell you the real stuff that you need to know? So you want to think about, from a mentorship perspective, if that is a fit for you, that would be a really good thing to look at in terms of your growth, because having someone to call when you get stuck and just fix it and move on, again, it comes down to that time is an asset. All right, so what is the number one thing, guys, that you can do to really escalate your growth and start your path to getting to the $1 million club or the multi-million-dollar club? The first thing that you have to do is assess your gaps. That's the number one thing that you can do. If you don't know where you need help, then we got to start there, right? Sit down and be real with yourself. No one's watching you do this exercise, but say, is my am I closing enough sales? Am I getting enough leads, right? Is it marketing that I'm struggling with? Is it closing sales? Is it process? Am I not getting enough recurring business? Is there something broken in my customer service or in my client life cycle that's not working? Is it that you don't feel confident as a travel agent? I don't know. It could be any, or it could be several of those things. But you have to get real with yourself on the different things that you know you need to grow in, and then do that number 3, be open to getting help and start that process of getting help. If we can help you guys, we would love to. You can get all of our information down below. This is exactly what we teach people. Over at Careers on Vacation, we have a 12-week mastermind program that we walk you through, where you're going to learn all the best practices. You're going to learn all of the marketing that you need. You're going to get everything that our $1 million and multi-million-dollar clients. This is the same program, guys, that they took. And this is not just working with me. You also get access to my amazing team that helps you. The same team that helped me get my travel brands to the level that they are today. You get access to work with those same folks. And we have the most video case studies in the entire travel industry, and we are an ASTA affiliated travel school, so you do earn a certification as you graduate our program, which is a big deal. So go check that out at careersonvacation.com/ready now if you want to apply, or if you just want to learn more, you can just go to careersonvacation.com, and there's a ton of information there. But guys, I hope this was helpful for you today. I just want to congratulate again all of our $1 million club winners and all of our multi-million-dollar club winners. We are only adding to those clubs as we grow as a community, and wherever you are in your journey, I hope that you are there soon too. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.